The fourth movie of today's review is High Five, a fantasy action comedy film from South Korea, released on May 30th, 2025. Written and directed by Kang Hyung-chol, the film opens in a morgue where surgeons struggle to harvest organs from a tough cadaver, only to watch the body dissolve into ash. A flashback reveals the donor's hidden past, setting everything in motion. His heart goes to Park Won-so, a taekwondo girl played with remarkable energy by Lee Jae-in. Her father, Jong-min, a protective former Olympian played by Oh Jung-se, restricts her every move. Yet Won-so soon displays superhuman abilities, explosive kicks and lightning speed. She connects with Park Ji-sung, played by An Jae-hong, a struggling screenwriter whose lung transplant grants him breath powerful enough to flatten everything in his path. Together, they seek other recipients. Their search forms an unlikely team. Rami Ron brings warmth as Sun Yo, a yogurt seller secretly able to transfer powers between members. Kim Hee-won plays Yaksun, a gruff factory manager gifted with healing hands. Another member gains electromagnetic vision through a corneal transplant. Their bond is tested when cult leader So Young-chun, revived through a pancreas transplant, emerges with the power to steal youth. Park Jin-young is chilling in his first villain role. His daughter Chunhwa begins kidnapping recipients, fracturing the team. Won-so rallies her father to help rescue her friends. The climax sees Young Chun stage a false revival before fanatical crowds. Won-so storms his hideout and, in a defining moment, fully unleashes her power, defeating him before her father's eyes. Kang Hyung-chol crafts a spirited genre film with genuine heart, though its tonal range occasionally tests coherence. High Five is ultimately about second chances and the quiet heroism of ordinary people discovering their worth. For fans of Korean fantasy cinema with soul, this one is for you. Now, third on our list is Mantis, an action thriller film from South Korea, released on September 26, 2025, exclusively on Netflix. Directed by Lee Tae-sung in his feature directorial debut, Mantis is a gripping spin-off set within the universe of the 2023 hit Kill Dak-soon. Leading the cast are Yim Si-won, Park Gyu-young, and Jo Woo-jin, a trio whose combined screen presence elevates every scene. The story follows Lee Han-ul, known in the underworld simply as Mantis, a supremely skilled assassin returning from vacation to find his world in complete chaos. MK, the most powerful hitman organization in the industry, has collapsed, leaving a dangerous power vacuum at the very top. Seizing the moment, Mantis sets out to launch his own company and claim the coveted title of the #1 assassin. Standing in his way are two formidable figures from his own past. Shin Jae-yi, his former training partner and fierce rival, carries a shared history that is equal parts bond and battlefield. Then there is Doko, a legendary retired killer who once served as Mantis's mentor at MK, a man whose quiet authority commands both reverence and dread. What unfolds is a tense three-way collision of ambition, legacy, and survival, set against an industry rebuilt entirely on betrayal and violence. Lee Tae-sung demonstrates impressive command for a first-time feature director, and Yim Si-won delivers a performance of restrained intensity that anchors the film's emotional core. The measured pacing and sharp action choreography are its greatest strengths, though viewers unfamiliar with the Kill Dak-soon universe may need a moment to settle in. Mantis is a film for fans of stylish Korean action cinema with genuine emotional depth. It explores ambition, loyalty, and the true price of power with confidence and craft. If that speaks to you, this one is absolutely not to miss. Next on our list is The Old Woman with the Knife, an action thriller film from South Korea, released on April 30th, 2025. Directed by Min Kyu-dong and starring the exceptional Lee Hae-young alongside Kim Sung-chel, this gripping film begins in 1975. A young street urchin named Hornclaw is taken in by a kind couple who run a modest diner. When a U.S. soldier assaults her, she kills him in self-defense. Her guardian, Jiwar, reveals he is an assassin for a covert underground organization masquerading as a pest control company, one dedicated to eliminating those deemed society's worst offenders. He conceals her crime and trains her under the codename Nail. But Ji-wo's violent life catches up with him when enemies murder his wife and child. He pursues the gang responsible, kills several, yet is overwhelmed. Hornclaw arrives too late to save him, but finishes the fight herself. Witnessing the destruction wrought by attachment, she swears to never allow herself the same vulnerability. Decades pass. Hornclaw is now in her 60s, a legendary figure in the underworld, feared for dispatching targets with a poison-tipped hairpin, silent, surgical, and ruthless. She grows increasingly disillusioned as the organization has abandoned its founding moral code, reduced to a simple assassin-for-hire operation. Her world is further disrupted when Bullfight, a dangerous and unpredictable young hitman, seeks to partner with her. Unaware of a deeper connection between them, she fatally misjudges his intentions, setting in motion a deadly collision of vengeance and survival. Min Kyu-dong crafts a film of quiet devastation, and Lee Hae-young, a well-deserving award winner, delivers a performance of extraordinary restraint and commanding power. This film belongs to those who appreciate action grounded in emotional truth. It asks what remains of a person shaped entirely by violence, and whether solitude is ever truly a choice.
Without any fluff, let us begin our first review of Human, a spy action film from South Korea, released on February 11th, 2026. The story unfolds in Vladivostok, Russia, a city of cold winds and colder intentions, where the boundary between ally and enemy dissolves beneath the weight of the intelligence game. At the center of this gripping thriller is Manager Zo, a South Korean National Intelligence Service operative assigned to track a dangerous international crime syndicate operating near the Russian border. His mission, however, soon collides with a parallel investigation. Park Gi-on, a North Korean state security official, has been dispatched to the same city to examine a serious security breach within his own ranks. 2 men, 2 nations, 1 volatile city. And between them, a woman whose fate may decide everything. Further complicating both missions is Hwang Chi-sung, the North Korean Consul General, a figure whose private ambitions quietly undermine the official objectives of his own government. As the intelligence operations from both sides converge, they lock onto a single fragile target, Chae Son-hwa, a young woman working at a North Korean restaurant. Both agencies recognize her worth as a human intelligence source and move swiftly to secure her cooperation. Caught in the crossfire of geopolitical rivalry, she is thrust into grave danger, forced to navigate a world where trust is the most lethal currency of all. Written and directed by the acclaimed Ryu Seung-won, Human concludes his celebrated unofficial overseas location trilogy, following The Berlin File and Escape from Mogadishu. Ryu reunites with Zo In-sung and Park Jong-min, both stellar from Smugglers, while Shin Se-king delivers a powerful screen comeback in her first major film role in over a decade. The direction is kinetic and assured, though some critics note the narrative occasionally prioritizes spectacle over depth. What lingers after the credits is not the action, it is the humanity embedded in every impossible choice. Human is for viewers who believe the most dangerous weapon in espionage is not a firearm, but a human soul placed under unbearable pressure.
Thanks for watching KBM International Film Review.